everybody. Jennifer Roberts here, the Pod Queen. And I've got guests with me today, Alan and Rachel Hood, neighbors and friends.
Yes.
This is exciting.
So exciting.
So exciting. And we're going to hear their love story today. We're doing real love stories, not Danielle Steele style, not Harlequin romance. We're going real deal biblical love stories. And do we have anything in common? Rachel?
Yes.
We do. We have the same anniversary. Got married the same year, the same day.
Almost to the same hour.
Yeah, we're so
Same
crazy.
We're 30 minutes ahead of them, so they kind of come to us, you know, when they need.
They need counsel.
That 30 minutes, man, I don't know how many times Dwayne and I have called you and said, give us a little wisdom. We feel 30 minutes behind in our relationship.
You know, you can feel it. It really makes a difference.
It does. It does.
Yeah.
So now, out of all that wisdom, let's get the backstory to the Alan and Rachel Hood love story. So, when did you guys meet?
Well, you know, I was injured after the invasion in Grenada, and Rachel was volunteering there as
A nurse.
a Peace Corps.
Peace Corps.
Yeah, it was.
Did you have dreads back then?
No, I had a shaved head, but she saw me. I was wounded, and she nursed me, and
That
it
is
was
so beautiful.
love at first sight.
Love
Yeah.
at first sight.
Yeah.
It really was.
Yeah, great. Let's get the real story. Cut! That's hysterical.
Sorry. I was trying to think of something romantic.
That was it. That was romantic.
We were in college at Florida Southern College.
Okay.
He was a sophomore and I was a freshman.
And Rachel was the prettiest girl in the school.
Aw.
The prettiest.
I was
in
a-
the whole school.
My whole
school.
fraternity was talking about this new freshman girl.
That's awesome.
She was the talk of the whole fraternity. You've got to see her. You've got to meet her. She loves Jesus. She's gorgeous. She's outgoing. She's spunky. She's feisty. And that's how it began. I heard about her. We met each other through Christian circles. And
Right.
honestly, it was interesting at first.
It was interesting at first. His friends were telling me, you're right for Alan Hood, because
Yeah.
I voiced, you know, being a Christian, I was pretty bold about that, and they knew where he was at. So, but when I first met him, he was so quiet and he seemed so timid and
Really?
because I didn't know, but it was because he had to make straight A's that semester to keep his scholarship,
Oh, gotcha.
and he was buckled down and focused, and which to this day he can be very focused.
So women were going to be a distraction to him.
Yeah, he just didn't. Yeah.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And so I didn't have time for it. I wasn't
Right.
looking for it. But at the same time, my roommate was stirring up things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was telling her that I liked her, but that I
Yes.
secretly
Seriously?
wouldn't ask her out because I wanted to honor her
And respect me.
and respect her and this,
I like
and that.
Which
He
actually
painted-
was a really
it
good
was
thing
awesome.
to tell me.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
I'm glad he did it now. I didn't know he was doing it.
That's
And the
hysterical.
truth is, when we began to really get interested, we kind of got on each other's nerves a little bit
You
at
never
first.
got on my nerves. I got on your nerves, but you.
Ooh, and so hit that
He
for a
didn't
second.
get on my nerves. I thought he
Rachel,
was
when I met her, she was one of the most confident people.
Yeah.
And she just stated her opinion and threw it out. I mean, she just, and so
I
that,
think I had to pull
we
myself
rubbed
together.
each other wrong a little bit, but not much.
Right.
It wasn't much. She was still so gorgeous and feisty, and I love that about her.
Yeah.
And so what happened is we were at a dance. If you want to tell the whole truth, there was a stalker who was stalking me.
Yeah.
And we
You
show
liked
up at
it?
a school dance, and the college is at this dance, and she comes in decked out and begins to stalk me.
The stalker shows
Yeah,
up.
it scares me.
Yeah.
I'm terrified. It's like,
Yeah, totally.
And so I look over, I see this girl, and I see Rachel,
Yeah.
and her eyes connected, and she just could
Well,
dance.
you said to me, you
She
looked
was
at me
stunning.
where I was-
I mean, look at those green eyes.
Save me. What are you
Look at those
supposed to
green eyes. I went, save me. She came and grabbed me.
So it was just
And
fun.
we danced the
Yeah.
rest of the night.
do? That's fun.
We just danced the rest of the night, and I left going,
And
I like this.
well, I didn't know he could really, cut a rug. I'm just kidding.
Whatever.
No, you could shake your little hips, man. You were a good dancer. Because a lot of guys are uncoordinated, and I took note of that.
Let's go back to the Granada one.
Uh-huh.
When I was injured, no, go ahead.
I like it. He was a dancer.
He was a dancer. So I think that kind of was the first spark that kind of
Yeah.
I was like,
So how long after that did you guys start dating?
Oh, it would have been probably a couple weeks or a month
Probably
later.
within a month. I started to, it's funny, I was talking to my friend about it who knew Alan, and she goes, I remember when you came to me and you were like, what do you think? I think I'm interested in Alan Hood. And she was just reminiscing with me because we were thinking about that this morning.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I remember I was playing volleyball. We would play,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's Florida. I mean,
Right.
it's the sun. We would
Yeah.
play volleyball
Yeah,
in the
February
afternoon.
or January.
And Rachel comes up to me and she goes, Alan, will you do me a favor? And I'm going, this Saturday, would you do me a favor? And I remember going, oh no. You know, you're the Christian.
Yeah.
You're like the Christian
Right.
in your dorm. And she's going to ask me to take her to the airport.
Right.
Or move her or
Yeah.
do something servant-oriented. But she's cute. So
What
I'm
do
going
you
to do
do?
it anyway.
You're stuck. Yeah.
But then she asked me, she's trembling, she goes, would you go to the Sadie Hawkins dance with me? And I went, are you asking me out? And she went, but you don't have to. You don't have to if you don't want. She was just trembling. She was just, and I went, yes. I went, absolutely. And so that was, asked me.
That was like the
It was like
Friday-
Monday. The next thing you know,
That was the
Wednesday,
Yeah, it was my birthday. It was
Wednesday,
really close to this time.
we
of
walk
year.
each other back from class. On Thursday, we played tennis, and she could play tennis. I mean, she's
I was on the
good.
tennis team in high school.
She could play,
So
and I
she's
went,
winning you over on a few levels.
oh, she's like gorgeous. She can
She's
dance.
bold.
She's bold. She's feisty. She knows where she's going.
And now she's an athlete?
And now she's an athlete.
Come on.
And then we found out even more.
What?
We went with a group of 10 people to roller skate,
This was the Friday night.
and she could roller skate.
Like roller derby or just like disco?
we could do the couples roller skate thing,
And he could skate backwards.
and we could skate back.
No way.
Oh my
This is
God.
a match made in heaven.
Oh my! No,
You
it
can
was-
skate backwards.
He could skate backwards like good, not like uncoordinated. Like
Can you tell we were at a Christian liberal arts school? Can you tell we were at a Christian
Yeah.
liberal
That's
arts
where you
school?
gave
We
yourself
roller
to.
skated.
we were on a group date.
That is hysterical.
And then we talked. The next night we went out.
The next
and
night
talked
was the
all
act.
night long.
Was actually that night.
It was that night
It
we
was
talked
that night
all
because
night
it was
long.
before we talked
Oh,
like
that's
through
right.
the night.
It was
All
Friday.
night long. It's a Lionel Richie song.
Yeah. All night.
And the only place back then you could talk all night was Steak and Shake.
Ooh.
Yeah, because it was open 24.
Because there wasn't a Denny's nearby.
Well, right. And we didn't have
Right.
mixed dorms. You were
Yeah.
in different dorms, and so
That's
we stayed at
awesome.
Steak and Shake, and we watched the sun come up on the dock because our college
Yeah.
was built by Frank Lloyd Wright,
Yeah.
design,
Oh, cool.
and it's on a lake, Lake Hollingsworth, and so it's just gorgeous.
Yeah.
And so we sat on the lake, and then we went out the next night and talked all night again.
Why were
That's cool.
Yeah, the next night was the actual Sadie Hawkins.
Right.
So that was like, so anyway. the
And
rest
Sadie
is history.
Hawkins is when the girl asked the guy.
Right. Right.
Got
Which
it.
I'd never done that before.
Whatever.
I've never asked a boy out.
That's why she was trembling. But you know what?
That's awesome.
We talked all the time after that, and I think within the next week,
Yeah.
we just.
We just knew, and I think that everybody.
I don't think there was ever a we're dating
Right.
or we're going out. It was just.
Just felt
the
natural.
It felt natural, and the thought of not doing it was.
Yeah.
You know, we did the
Yeah.
college campus ministry stuff together. I mean, when you're
And she had a heart of gold.
Yeah.
I
Still
mean,
does
her
even.
compassion. Oh, absolutely.
Imagine that. Heart of
She was-
compassion. Love it. So then, okay, so we have a couple minutes left.
Yeah.
What would you tell people? What should they look for in a mate? And how should the process go? I mean, I know there's not like a way to do it, but talk into that a little bit.
None of us had a dream.
Yeah.
And we would wrestle for the next year and a half before we knew.
Okay.
She wasn't so sure she wanted to marry a minister.
Uh-huh.
my dad was a minister. Being in ministry.
Right.
so.
I was struggling with my faith, whether it was liberal, conservatism,
Right.
these things, and she would challenge me. So we had some real struggles to go through. But honestly, she was beautiful.
Uh-huh.
She had a heart after God. When no one's looking, she loved Jesus.
Yeah.
That was the number one thing.
Right.
She was funny. We could laugh together.
Right.
We could fight and still
And resolve it.
resolve it.
Right.
She was teachable. I felt teachable to learn from her. And you know what? We could go from real serious to just busting a gut laughing.
Yeah.
And I went, you know what? And she could kiss. I know you're not supposed to kiss in this community, but I'm just saying
You just enjoyed that, did you?
Yes. She,
What a perk.
no, she was stunning. And her family loved God.
Yeah.
And I thought to myself, she's humble, loves Jesus with all her heart. She can laugh. She's not dead gorgeous. And I could picture myself enjoying her
Yeah.
when no kids are around.
Right. Right.
So I don't need a dream.
Yeah. That's good.
I don't need a word.
Mm-hmm.
It was there.
Yeah.
Don't you, what do
Yeah,
you think?
I just think that.
And I think we earned each other's trust over the next 3 years.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, and then, you know, we did have a little bit of tension that year and a half, but when I knew it was just like something shifted, I knew, and then it was like we couldn't get married soon enough. It was, we were going to get married in December, we pushed it back to August. But I think that what I've seen and what I would say is don't make it so complicated. You know, it's
good.
like,
It's good.
it's like have fun, enjoy, get to know one another, and it's not supposed to be so difficult. And I don't,
Right.
because with him, I don't feel like it was. I just felt like we just,
Right.
you know, he was tall, dark, and handsome.
You got it, baby.
He loved the Lord. He
We
was
didn't know what
smart.
we were doing.
Yeah,
We
were
stumbled
clueless.
into it, truly.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's
we hit points to where we had to pray and seek God. But honestly,
And my whole family loved Alan, and that was
Yeah.
important to me. And so, anyway.
That's awesome. Thanks, you guys. This was so good.
look at her.
Look at her. She
She's
still
stunning.
looks good.
And so does he. Look at him.
Look at him. Still tall, still dark, still handsome.
Oh
Come
my.
on. That's awesome.
I did have a couple physical attributes, and then I asked the Lord for it, and I got it.
You got
I really did. I wanted someone tall and dark and handsome.
We'll have to get Rachel back to talk about intercession and answer prayer.
Amen. Woohoo!
Thanks, you guys. That's the Pod Queen and her pal.